This
collection is a group
conference
of
will now be
objects.
recorded.
When I
Interfaces.
say, yeah, it is an interface, which itself is a set of other interfaces and classes. You remember I have said that under collection we have different interfaces like list, set, and queue. You have map and so on. Each and every type of interface is used for a specific purpose. And in the last class, we have started with the array. I mean, list especially we were speaking about the list interface. You remember this one? Under list interface, we have few, see interface we cannot use directly to create objects. We have to use some particular classes. And the classes we have used array list, linked list, vector, stack, and so on. You remember this? Should I give a brief out
Yeah,
of
ma'am.
all what we have discussed yesterday? Should I give a brief?
Can you give a brief, Vandana, please?
Okay. Okay, what did we learn yesterday? Let me share my entire screen there. Stop sharing screen. Okay. Yesterday's class, actually we started 2 days back. We have started with collection. Collection is nothing but we are going to store different types of multiple data type and no limit of your size. Okay, you can have a dynamic size of you can store dynamic size of values. Remember that. What is collection? Collection is an object or container object which can store multiple data type of objects as well as the size of the, there is no limit for the size of the particular container. And if you see that it has, it is nothing but you have predefined set of methods in it which you will be using it to sort the elements or delete the elements or add the elements normally, which is little bit hectic when you are doing with the regular portion of the arrays or the objects. If I do it by normal programming, what happens? The length of the program will increase, or it will be little complicated. To avoid that complications, what we will do? We will go for the collections, which has already predefined methods in it. If you remember what happened in yesterday's class, what did we have? What did we discuss in yesterday's class? You remember this interface? Yes or no? This is the hierarchy which you have to remember. Okay. First of all, iterable is the main interface or the what you say the topmost interface in it, which itself extends with respect to collection. Then in the collection, again it is having the extension with the list, queue, and set. If you remember, we cannot create any objects with the help with the interfaces. We need some classes, and that classes, right, you have the array list, linked list, vector, and stack for the list. Queue, you are having some particular classes. Similarly for set also we have different types of classes. We have started with the list. Why? When we use list, ma, when we want to add the data sequentially, we will go for the list type of interface. When we will go for the queue type of interface? When will we go for the queue type of interface? When we want to have the elements in a particular order, like first in, first out order, then we will go for the queue type of interface. Do you remember or no? Okay, when we want to store or access the elements in a particular order, we will go for the queue interface. Set is similar to the list, but there is a small difference between set and list. Do you remember that? One of them will store
Yeah, set as
duplicates and one
duplicate
of
value.
set will have duplicate or list will have duplicate.
Set have duplicates.
List will have the access for the duplicate elements, but set will not accept for the duplicate elements. You have said the vice versa, okay? List and set will work in more or less the same way, but a list will allow the duplicate elements, set will not allow the duplicate elements. Do remember that, okay? Again, this three and this are okay. And also, if I want to store in the key value pairs as a set of values like dictionary elements, which interface we will go for? We have one more interface called map. I haven't given over here. We have one more interface called map. I will be using that particular interface when I want to store the elements in the key value pairs, means as a pair. Okay. Now, as we know that since we cannot use list directly, we will take the help of the classes. Last class we have learnt about how to use your array list to add your elements, remove the elements, and add at a particular index. You can use the
particular
same
index.
for the linked list also. Sorry.
No, no, no. Then
See, yesterday's class we have seen that we have added the elements, we have removed the elements. Okay. How to get access the elements also we have seen. Using the get method, we can access the elements also. And using what? Array list and linked list. You can use both of them, anything, or you can use this particular syntax also. See, there is a minute difference between array list and linked list. Okay, both of them are like they are used to store and access the elements, but one of them is more suitable when I want to store and access array list, right? When we will go for array list. Array list, I'll be using it when I want to store and access. Okay, store and retrieve the data. Store and retrieve the data because it is faster than the retrieve the data. It is faster than the linked list in this aspect. Okay, it is faster than the linked list. But if I want to manipulate the data, okay, if I want to change some particular data, I'll prefer the linked list. We will use it to manipulate the data. It is not that I can't use linked list to store and retrieve data. I can use linked list. But see, the performance always matter. Whenever we are writing a program, we have to take into account the performance of the program also. So what normally we will do is we will try to know what is the purpose of the program, and based on that we will try to use that particular class based on a purpose. Okay, if I'm only using to search or fetch the data, I'll go for the array list. But if I'm using if I have to manipulate, I have to make some changes in my data, then I'll go for linked list. Why? Because linked list has a better performance than my array list when I want to manipulate the data. Understood? Array list, right? Actually, if you go to the proper technical or coding terms, right? Array list, right? The data will be stored in the form of dynamic array. Okay, stored in form of dynamic array. Dynamic array means where your array size keeps on changing with respect to the data. Dynamic array. But in your linked list, right? Data is stored in form of doubly linked list. Means it is stored in the form of nodes. I doubt you're familiar with these words and everything, so I'm not going in depth of it as of now. Please remember that there are some performance related differences between array list and the linked list. One of them is used for retrieving the data and other one is used for manipulating the data. You can use anything as a programmer, you can use anything, but performance wise you have to choose one of them. Is it clear what I'm trying to say? Is it clear? Should I repeat?
no one then has.
See, as a basic programmer, you can use both of the classes. There's nothing difference, okay? Only, okay, some methods are different for array list and linked list. But the thing is, you can use both of them. But when I'm speaking in terms of performance, I have to decide which is better for my problem or the which is better for my situation. Okay, is it clear? Say something.
Yes, Vandana.
Tired, I guess. Okay, bear with me for this 1 week, because if once the collections gets over, then you will it will be a doubt clarify sessions only. Okay, did I share my screen? Okay. Today's
Yes,
class, what
Vandana.
we will be doing is we will be seeing, like yesterday, we have added the values and so on. Today, we will be seeing how to sort a particular list, how to change. If I want to change some value within a list, can I change it? Then, how to use your for loop for each. We have iterator in the list, right? Like if you want to go through all the elements of the list, we are having a particular method called iterator. We are going to learn in detail about them. So let me create a class, or you can say different methods. Okay, list methods. Okay, today in particularly, I'll start with the array list, then we will speak of the linked list. Wherever possible, I'll take the examples of them. First, okay. Let me give an example. First of all, we will add. You remember the syntax for array list? Public static void main string args. How to create a list, ma? Array list. I should give my data type. Let me give a data type. Then let me give a name. Array list AL is equal to new. And the constructor array list. Then why is it throwing error? Why is it throwing error?
Import the array list.
All the collections are part of java.util package. If I'm not sure of the class, I will take. Okay. So I have created an array list. How to add the elements, ma? al.add. I will go for the animals today. So let me say cat. I have added it. al.add dog. Okay. Then I will al.add. Let me add few elements so that it will be accessed for us to when we want to remove or anything. Say I have a hen. Any favorite animal? No. Anything else, ma? Okay. How to access it? Yesterday's class we have seen how to view all the elements of the class object.
System.out.println
Yes, I can use
AL.
uh, animals is equal to AL. That's it, right?
Yeah.
So if I view, am I able to view all the values?
Yes.
No issue, right?
No.
So how can I go for now with respect to each and everything? I mean, if I want to iterate through the list, there are different ways. We have a particular method called iterate. Remember this, because why, right? Iterator is one thing when you will come across the test scripts and it will come in your programming test scripts. Okay, how to create, how to write the iterator? Okay. First of all, I'll describe my iterator. ITR is equal to, then list dot. See, I have all the different types. I can see where my iterator is. Okay. Is it throwing error?
List. Iterate.
Okay.
Capital I is there. Capital
No,
I
no,
and
no.
small I.
Actually, what is the name I have given for my array?
AL.
Which one I want to iterate? I want to iterate my list, right? This is the name of the list. This is the one which I want to iterate. So I'll give the
Yeah. AL dot.
okay. This is the one I want to iterate. So I have stored the one which I want to iterate in the iterator called ITR. How to use it, ma? We have some methods in ITR also, iterator also. I'll use while loop. Okay. I'll use while loop while ITR dot see hash next, hash code next, remove. All these are the particular methods in the iterator interface. This is also again an interface. Okay, if I use this interface, I can use some like it acts like your for loop. You can in general you can remember it as in simple terms. It acts like your for loop to access the data. Okay, itr dot hash next. I'll be using hash next. Okay, if it is true, if I have an element in my list, then print the element. How to print the element? How to print the element?
System dot
System
out of
dot
print.
out dot println. What I want to
ITR.
print? itr
IT.
dot next.
AL.
Okay, itr dot next. It will what happens? It will go for the next element. First, it will if you have an element, print the next element on it. Okay, I'll show you the yeah double column. Right? See the
Okay.
output when I see. Okay, let me show you the way difference between both out. When I just print the with respect to println and the array list, how the elements were printed, ma? Animals in the form of a list.
Yes.
See, now when I use the iterator, what happens? They are printed one after another. Okay, it is not in the form of an array. There each and every element is being printed. Understood the difference?
Yes.
Not only iterator, we can use for each, for and everything. Ma. We can, yeah. How to use for each? Okay, you remember for each when we were learning arrays? Yes or no?
Yavandana.
How to give it for
Per
string? Data type is string,
string
right?
colon.
Oh, that's it. String name, right? Animal in which list I have in the array.
Yeah.
Okay, system dot out dot println
And then animal.
in the animal.
Yeah.
So this is accessing with respect to the iterator. This is accessing your array list with respect to the for each. Okay, what happened? It is repeating. Let me comment it. No? Did I say anything wrong? Oh, I haven't closed it properly, I guess. Where's the error? I haven't
Yeah.
closed it properly. Same like iterator only. You can either use iterator or you can use the for loop. Okay?
Yes.
Now you won't be able to understand exactly the function of it when you want to go through each, and if you want to make some changes for each and every element of it, you have to go in a looping way. You remember the purpose of the for loop and while loop, right?
Yes.
When
Iterative.
I
Yeah.
want to access, yeah, when I want to keep on adding the values of each and every values in the list, I have to go for I have to use the looping structure. At that time, I can go either through iterator or for. Not only that, we have for each method, for each remaining method, we will come across all of them. Okay.
Okay.
Next one I wanted to show you is I want to change. See, I have a value d over here. I want to change that particular value. How can I change it? I want to manipulate the data. I want to manipulate the data. Can I manipulate it? Dir is which element, ma? What will be the index of the element value dir? 0, 1,
4.
2,
One,
3,
two,
4.
four.
So I want to change the value of the dir. So what I will do? What is my list? Al dot. Okay. What I want to do? Set. Set is the one I want to do it. Set is the method which is used to manipulate it. 4. What is with what value? Say some goat. Okay. Let me explain. Changing the value. Okay, I'm setting get is used for accessing, set is used for changing. Okay, so now let me print the values. We will see whether we are getting the same output or not, or is it updating. Okay, why is it printing every time? Huh? Because I have placed in my for loop. I have placed within my for loop, so it is each and
Okay.
every time the output is being printed. Okay, let me place it outside my novel. Is my dir value updated?
Yes.
Yes.
So set method is used for updating your values. See, in collections, only thing you have to remember is which method is used for what, which interface is used for what. This is the only basic thing. You have if you know which one to use where, then you have understood collections. That's it. Okay, very simple topic because you're not writing code, you're just pulling the already predefined methods. Okay. Now what I will do now, okay, let me sort. So you know the purpose of sort?
Yeah.
Purpose of
Yeah.
sort, what do we do?
Ascending.
Sorting.
Incremental
Sorting is
Ascending,
very
descending.
important
descending.
in ascending or descending order. Okay, we can do both. Okay, we can do descending as well as ascending also. The and also right, it is very important when you have a library, when you are developing a library application, or when you are having particular value where we have to keep on sorting the data based on the date. My in our normal folder also, what we can sort by date, type,
Name, yeah, type,
name,
Yeah.
date,
everything that is
time.
there, right?
Yeah.
See, you
Yeah.
can see in each and every application you can relate the programming to what exactly you're using in your day-to-day life. Only thing is you haven't thought about it. Now you can just think in that particular manner, then your programming will, you can think and you can remember it. What is the purpose of it? Okay. So let me sort the data. For us, collection is already having a inbuilt method. So I need not write a like lengthier code of it. Okay. The collection is a this one. Can I use it directly, ma? Can I use it directly to sort?
No.
Actually,
No.
dot. Okay. We will see whether we are having anything empty map. Okay, let me give. See, sort. I have a sort. Okay, sort particular this one. What I want to sort? Which one I want to sort? Which list I want to sort, ma? My animal list. Now,
Yes.
is it in
Yes.
the Ascending order? No, right?
No.
Okay. Now let me print the values. I'm using for each, okay? Is the order changed? Earlier it was cat, dog, hen, fish, and day. Now, after using the sort method, what happens? They are properly in the ascending order. All the alphabets are in ascending order. See, not only for alphabets, you can try out for integers also. Ma. You can try it as an example with create your list. Okay. Okay, let me create a list with respect to linked list. So far, I'm giving examples only with array list, right? Linked list. How do you create linked list? Linked list. Type. Let me go for integer. Okay. Say LL is my linked list. Okay. Then new linked list. Arrow marks and the braces. This is my syntax. Okay, I have created it. How to add the elements? Dot add, say 24. Okay, let me copy paste it. Okay, I'll add duplicate elements also today. Yesterday we haven't added, right?
Yeah.
14. Let me have 24 and 2. Okay. Now, if I want to view all the elements, what should I do? I'll go for normal system.out.println.
Printer.
Okay. Numbers is equal to LL is my list. Okay. Is it accepting duplicate values, ma?
Yes.
I don't have an
Yeah.
issue with the in the list in the duplicate values. That is the purpose of the list. When you when I have to have duplicate values, I'll be going for the list. Either you can create through array list or linked list. It is up to you. Okay. Now what is the one I want to do? I want to use the collections sort. Okay, sort method. Sort.
Double N.
Okay. Let me print it again. Is it sorted?
Yes.
So you can, if I want to write just for sorting alone a program, right, it will take minimum 20 lines, okay, 10 to 20 lines. All that hard work is sorted out with respect to this particular method.
Single line. Yeah. Collection.
Single line. Okay. So is it clear now? We have seen the purpose of iterator, for each, set, and sorting. Yes, ma?
Yes.
Okay, sorting. Now we will see, I will come across different ways of iterating through the list, okay? Two of them I have already discussed, iterator and for. We'll discuss the other types of iterator functions, okay? What all we have? We have list iterator. Okay. Second one. For each I have gone through, right? One second. Okay. Do you remember the basic for loop syntax?
For I equal to 0,
Yeah.
I will.
Initialization, condition, and
Yeah. Initialization I have done. Condition. I is less
condition.
than or equal
Yes.
to.
Yeah. Increment
How
or
many elements?
decrement.
How many elements should I give?
6.
You remember we had array dot length. which will
Yeah.
define the, similarly we have list dot size. Okay, list dot size is the one which will define the size of the particular list over here.
Okay.
Okay,
You please.
then I plus plus. What is the mistake over here? What is the mistake, ma? What is the error? I should not say error.
Data type is
Mistake.
not there.
Data type for what?
Int I is equal to 0.
Int I is equal to. Am I correct?
No, small I.
Yes. Int I is equal to 0. Now, with respect to the size of the strip, what should I do? I should print all the values. Okay. System dot out dot println. Where did I store all my values? In the I. Right. So, what all you want me to comment? I'll comment this one. I have commented most of the things. Am I getting all the values? What did I
No,
get?
no, no.
I was printing
No.
I, but what is the one which I
That
have to
one.
print?
24,
Hmm?
34 for
Yes.
value.
So how should I represent it, ma? How should I represent it? You remember
I
how
dot
to access the elements? How to access the elements? Which method should I use to access the elements?
get.
Get method is used to access the elements. So what should I do? I should use ll dot get of I.
I. Okay.
Okay. To access the elements, I have to use get method ll dot get dot I. Okay. Why? Why is it throwing error? Out of
Index
the
out
bound
of
exceptions,
one.
ma. Okay, maybe I have given something. Why? How many values are there? And it is going out of the bounds, right?
Yeah, but we have given dot size now. I don't know. What is the.
But we
I
have
is equal to.
given condition in only size.
Oh, actually, I have given equal to also, right?
Yeah.
That is the error. Okay, it is going one more bill. Okay,
Oh
when I gave
no.
equal to, right? 1 second, ma. Please be online. Okay. See, when I gave equal to, right, what happens? Okay, you can see with respect to I. You can check the index, ma. I started with 0, though I have only 6 elements. The number of I were printed over here were 7, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I said I have given the condition equal to. Okay. But where is my index? It's stopping. It's stopping one less than the total number of values. So I should give it less than. Understood? Understood, or is it confusing? No?
No, Nana, clear.
Vandana, can you explain this again? Only this.
Okay. What earlier I have done is I have given my condition less than or equal to. Okay. When I give less than or equal to, it will go till 6 ma. It will go till 6. The index, right, what happened? It is going till 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But actually, how many values do I have? I have 6 values. But what will be the index of it? The end value index? 0, 1, 2, 3,
Five.
4, 5. It is stopping at 5. 6, there is no value at all. Okay. That is the reason I was getting an error, index out of the bound exception. So for that, what should I do? I should change my condition instead of less than equal to, I should keep just less than. Now the index is matching with the number of elements. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now I won't get any error. Okay.
Nana, if you go with I is equal to 1, can you give them equal in
Yes, you
condition?
can go. You can go for I is equal to 1. Then what happens? Problem is one of the element will be missing. Oh,
Okay.
I should give a
Can you give the in condition equal to?
one of the element is missing. 1 it is starting with. Why is it showing? Okay. What are the elements that are being accessed, ma?
4, 14, 4.
4,
Missing.
14, 24, 24 and 2, 34.
2 is missing.
One of them is missing, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But condition we can change equal to now. I
Okay,
less
let me
than
change.
equal to.
Okay. What it is saying?
Okay.
Index
If
of
I
the
give
field.
less than or equal to, obviously, right, one of my I will increase now. It will go till 7 now. What is the size of the list? 6, right?
It's
1,
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5. Till 6, 6. I don't have a 6 element at all. Understood?
Okay,
Is
in
it
arrays
clear?
if only we okay, yeah. Got it now.
Hmm?
yes, Vandana.
Is it clear for everyone?
Yeah.
Should I repeat anything? No,
No.
No.
right? Okay, I have discussed now iterator, for each, for loop, the 3 basic ones. Okay, now we will go for the other type. Let me give the one. For loop, basic for loop. We have list iterator. Okay, similar to like iterator, we have list iterator also. List iterator is the one where you can go through all the elements, and it will help you to iterate in the reverse order also. If you want, and you can iterate in the reverse also. That we will discuss it later. But first, we will discuss based on the uh, what the iteration one. Mm, give me a second. Okay. Mm. Okay. Okay, how to go for it? I have list iterator. Syntaxes are one thing which you have to keep on remembering it. First, I have to store the size of the list. How can I store the size of the list in it? See, list iterator itself is another interface. Okay, how can I do store it? Integer is equal to list one is equal to
Into new listing.
no. The syntax for it is again different. For here, I want to go with respect. I want to store the size of it. ll dot see list iterator integer, linked list, or what type you want to store it. Okay, I want to store it list dot size dot list list iterator ll dot size. Okay, so if I print my list one, we will see what will be the data in it. System dot out dot println. If I print my list one, okay, we will see whether it will create any output or not. I'm commenting all the earlier ones, ma. What happened? Am I able to see the list one?
No, more letters will
We are
printed.
getting a reference number. Where what is the reference number for that object, particular object we have created? I have created a list one. What happens, right? It will store all the values of it with respect to the size of it, size of the list LL. Okay, understood, ma? So how to use it? We can use. Okay, you can use your while loop, while list one dot. If I do hash, see earlier I didn't get hash previous. If you remember, for iterator I didn't see my. Okay, let me show you here. What is the difference between this and that? The methods are different. Okay, itr dot. If I give, do I see hash previous? Is it visible? I see hash next, but I see hash previous over here?
No.
No. If I use ITR over here, I can go for only the next value. I can't go for the previous value. If I use list iterator, right, what happens? Dot. See the methods? I have hash next as well as I have hash previous also. I have previous also, previous index. Along with the next, I have previous and previous index also. So the main thing you have to remember is there are different methods in different interfaces. Okay, based on the purpose of the program, you have to pull that particular interface and you have to use that particular combination of the method. Understood, ma? Okay, you might get doubt whether you have to remember all of them. No, nothing is to be remembered. Only thing is you have to remember the logic, the main purpose. Based on that, syntax is always available in your documentation or in any Java programming website. You can follow that particular syntax. Okay. No need to remember the syntax. Only thing you have to remember the logic and the purpose of the program. Which one you want to use, it depends upon your programming. That's it. If I want to access based on the previous records, I have to go for list iterator. If I'm happy with the next one, I can go for the iterator itself. Okay.
Okay.
And don't get confused also. Okay, you need not remember all of them. You have to just remember that we have methods like this. Okay, the why I'm introducing you is that to understand that there are various methods like this. That's it. Okay, in this particular this one, what I am doing is, okay, I'll create a string which will store the value. Okay, string s1 is equal to, let it store the value and let it print the value. Okay, it will throw an error. Why it will throw an error, you have to tell me. ll dot previous why did I give something now? Okay,
And LL have
why
own
is
integer
it?
values.
Then why it is throwing error? Because I'm declaring a
String
string.
into data type. Int.
Okay, is it accepting?
Small I. Yeah.
Still, is it
Okay.
accepting?
No.
No.
Okay. LL has a all integer values. Okay, fine. Why?
P is capital.
Yeah.
I was using that one, right? Okay. List one is the one I have created. Okay, now system dot out dot println s1. Okay. Let us see what it will print now. Why? What is the error over here? Oh, something error.
Yes.
Maybe
Missing.
it's extra. No, it's not extra. Still, it is showing an exception. Concurrent. See, are different type of exception you have come across. What type of exception you have? Concurrent modification exception. Okay, check for the commodification. It is saying that we are having a issue with it. Why am I? It should not throw an error. Hash previous, list one dot previous, and string one. Okay. I'll check this one out because I'm not right now. I'm not sure why the error is throwing up, but I have given a correct syntax for it. So only thing I want to show you people to remember is iterator and for loop for each list iterator work in a similar manner. Only thing is iterator has different methods compared to your list iterator. Especially the main
Oh, now
difference is
there is no
iterator does not
decrement order.
string. Sorry.
In while loop, there is no decrement order, decrementing condition.
Not necessary. We have given previous rate. That is how it goes over here. The previous does it or does the decrement automatically for us.
Okay.
Previous is there, Nama. This method itself it will take care of everything. Okay, I guess I have given a name or syntax wrong. No, syntax is also correct. I'll check it, ma. I'll check this one. Okay, please don't get confused. Okay. Only request, please don't get confused. Iterator does not have previous method, whereas list iterator has previous method where you can go in the reverse order. Okay. See the previous element in the list. Okay. Understood or no?
Yeah, Anand.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Let, okay. Now I'll go for an easy topic. Okay. Let me go for an easy topic now. Where you can convert your list to array and array to list. How to convert your list to array or array to list. Basic simple example. Okay. List methods too. Okay. Let me create another file. Public static void main string args. Okay. I'll create my list based on. Okay. How to convert? First, we will do with array to list. How to create an array? How to create an array? Basic array. Do you
Data
remember
type and
syntax?
yeah,
How to create an array?
data type, array name, brackets is equal to
Okay.
assign.
So let me create a data type. Okay. String. Then
Array name,
animals. Yeah. Size.
close bracket.
Yeah. It is equal to. Let me give all my values. Okay. Cat, dog. Then simple one hen. Okay. I have created all the animals. So is my array been created over here? If I try
Yes.
to, how to access it, ma? How to access my array? How to access my array?
System order
Animals.
animals.
Can I, can I give just animals?
Animals bracket.
Will it work? How to access elements in an array?
Plus.
Yeah, for this
You
loop.
have to use the
For
iterator. Then only you can access the
iterator.
elements.
Yeah.
Okay. Then hi. Yeah. one more, I guess. Yeah. Am I able to access the elements?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how to convert it into the list? How to convert into the list? List is means this is nothing but here it is element format. When I convert it to list, there will be objects. How to convert it, ma? First of all, I need to import the package. Okay, I have to import the package. What type of package I should have? Import
Utility.
java.util.start. Okay, since I want to convert it into list, what I will do is I'll use list interface. Okay, the generalized one. Okay, with data type and a name for it. What type of data type are they? String list one is equal to new array list. Okay, I have created a list now. I have to store all the animals which are this in the array into this list one. How can I store them? How can I store them?
Add.
Add. Oh, yes, we have to add the elements. How to add them? For, I have to use the access for string I is to animals. Okay. Where should I add? List one dot add of I. What did I do? All see here system.out.println I is representing all the values stored in the animals array. Now I am saying add that elements to the list. Okay. So let us see what I'll get the output. System.out.println list one. Okay. Above one is the elements of the array. Now they are a part of the list.
Yeah.
This is how you can convert an array to the list. Main purpose is list is dynamic, whereas array is fixed in length. Can I add elements over here for the array? No. Whereas I can add elements to the array. List one dot add board. Okay, I can keep on adding the values in the list.
Yes.
But that cannot be achieved in my array.
Yeah.
Understood, ma?
Yes.
Next, similarly, you can convert list to array. Okay, the vice versa. You can convert a list to array. We will do with one more example, then we will wind up. Okay. New class, list methods. Two is already there. Oh, I have created already two. So give three. I will copy paste whatever I have earlier data so that I need not. I'll create a list. Ma. I have to use my public static void main string args. Okay, then I am creating my list. I have used linked list this time. Okay, then let it print. See, I have created a list. Ma. I want to convert it into array. How can I convert it? Hmm? How can I convert it? Hmm?
Set
First
method.
of all, okay, we have one particular thing called, okay, first of all, to create an array, I had, okay, this is an integer, right? Integer data type. Let me say num. Okay, it should have list ll dot to. I have a method called toArray. Do you see that toArray? ToArray object, toArray function, toArray linked list. Okay. Since I'm converting my list to array, I'll be using this particular toArray. Okay. What to write in it? I have to write new string.
LL.
Okay. New. Okay. This is an integer, right? Hmm. I have a doubt in this. ll dot size. Okay, maybe I gave something wrong. Syntax is one thing which I get confused, ma'am. Yeah. Okay, the brackets were the problem. See, that is the reason I keep on saying don't worry about the syntax. Remember that you have a method like this. Okay, remember that you have a program where you can convert the list to array. I have created a list using the linked list format and I have some numbers in it, but I want to convert into them to array. To convert them to array, we have a method called toArray. In that, what I'm doing is I'm creating an object of which is of size. You remember the syntax for array, ma? You remember the syntax int data type? Remember the syntax for array? I have to give int num is
Array
equal to new int
name. int. Yeah.
of size something. Size used to give, right? You remember this one? How to initialize your array? One of the way
Yeah.
to initialize. Similarly, I have given, see, int, float and everything in collections, they won't accept. Okay, we have to give the integer, string like that. So I gave integer num of what size? New integer of this particular size. Okay, similar to that, we have just modified our syntax over here. So if I check out what will be the how to check out the output over here. Okay, I have to give the form of system dot out dot println system dot out dot println. Okay, array values is equal to plus. You remember we have used one more method over here. Arrays to list to string. Okay, num to string. Num to string. Num to string. What you should get? How many brackets? Did I close them properly? No. String error, right? Okay. Why is it throwing error, ma? Import java dot util dot star. If you are not sure, dot. Okay. Did I give anything wrong? To string. Not applicable for integers. Okay. It is throwing an error, right? Okay, I guess
You
some
cannot
error I am
directly
removing.
variable.
I cannot access it directly. Okay. System dot out dot println. I don't have issue with the list one because list one is LL is being printed over here. Okay. But the problem is when I want to use this do array, right? Okay. I'm not getting that particular method. I guess I have given something wrong, ma. I'm missing some syntax. I'll just get to it and I'll let you know tomorrow.
Okay, Anna.
Hello?
Yeah, Anna.
Yeah. Except this program, I hope everything I didn't confuse you in any other things.
Yeah.
Because I have written a program earlier in strings and it was working fine. The integer guess I guess I have written some syntax error. Okay.
Yes, one.
My other methods clear for you. I hope I didn't confuse you people today because lot of methods I have discussed in today's class.
Yeah.
Sort, for each, for loop, iterator, list iterator tomorrow I'll discuss again. How to convert a list array to list we have seen, and also we have seen the set, how to set the value.
Yes.
Okay, please go through them, and the ones which I have the error tomorrow I'll be discussing the same. And
Okay,
sorry
Anna.
for that. Okay,
No, no problem.
any doubts?